Welcome back to the Fanboy Cantina. In this video we are unboxing the Hasbro Ghostbusters Plasma Series Neutrona Wand 1984. We're also comparing it to the earlier Spengler's Wand and the Matty Collector Neutrino Wand. First, let's talk about the packaging. It looks nice, very similar to the Spengler's Neutrona Wand packaging. The sleeve artwork is different, and on the side of that sleeve we can see features of the Neutrona Wand listed out there. Once we cut the tape, that allows us to remove that sleeve, and now we can take a closer look at the box. On the top it says Neutrona Wand, and then on the side there's this printed EPA security seal, November 10th, 1984, signed by Walter Peck. And then on the sides we can see the Ghostbuster emblems. Packaging looks great, again, very similar to the Spengler's Neutrona Wand. So this is it. This is the Neutrona Wand 1984 out of the package, and it looks great. I love the original Ghostbusters film. I love the look of this Neutrona Wand. It is essentially the same as the Spengler's Neutrona Wand, as we'll get to in a moment, but for some obvious visible differences, and among them includes that foregrip. So it's reverted here to the traditional or the original Neutrona Wand design. There are some differences in the stickers and in the weathering, which we'll get to in a moment when we do the side-by-side comparison. Looking at it close up, I'm reminded about the detail that Hasbro put into making this thing, where you can see the edges are not, perfect or anything like that. It looks like a kit-bashed kind of device. The tip of the Neutrona Wand is orange. If you have the very first release of the Spengler's Neutrona Wand, it had a silver tip, but all the releases since then have had orange, and so this one is also orange. It has these metal features which will allow it to hook nicely onto your HasLab proton pack. The set includes a stand. It's the same stand as the Spengler's Neutrona Wand, except molded in an olive drab color. Okay, let's power it up. The Neutrona Wand 1984 has the same LED lights, sound effects, vibration effects as the Spengler's Neutrona Wand. It also includes an alternate plug that is compatible with the hose from the HasLab proton pack. Looking at the Spengler's Neutrona Wand and the Neutrona Wand 1984 side by side, they are essentially the same, but there are differences. You can see kind of the newness, I guess, of the 1984 design and the weathering, the battle-weary kind of Neutrona Wand that you see in the Spengler's Neutrona Wand from Ghostbusters Afterlife. There are the differences in the foregrips. Also, I have the first version of the Spengler wand, so I've got the silver tip. But you can see the differences in the stickers and in the weathering. Other touches make the difference here. Also, with the original Neutrona Wand, or the Spengler Neutrona Wand, it didn't have a screw for that plug. So now the 1984 Neutrona Wand has a screw. That should make it easier should you be running around with your proton pack and the thing not coming inadvertently undone. Features wise, mechanics wise, in terms of the lights and the sound effects, they sound exactly the same to my ear. Post in the comments if they are somehow different, but to me they are exactly the same in terms of how loud it is, how bright it is, everything else. So if you already have the Spengler's Neutrona Wand and you're just looking for, is there any kind of new functionality or something else like that, and you don't care about the look, you're perfectly fine just staying with the Spengler's Neutrona Wand. But if you want that 1984 look, this thing is perfect. Now let's compare the Neutrona Wand 1984 to the Neutrino Wand, yeah, I don't know why it's got a different name, from Matty Collector. Can you believe it's been 10 plus years since the Neutrino Wand first came out? Looking at them side by side, obviously, even though they're from the same era, or supposed to be of the same era, there are some differences in how it's molded, how it's rendered. They both have LED lights and sound effects, vibration effects, so that is still cool. I feel like the lights may be a little bit brighter on the Neutrino Wand, and also with the knob, it's a little bit more satisfying when you turn it on the Matty Collector version. The thing that I really do like about the Matty Collector version is that where you can just push on the lever, and then through a motor it gently comes out, and then you can pull on that lever again and it will retract. So that is cool. So just to clarify, the Matty Collector Neutrino Wand did not include a stand. That's the Spengler's Neutrona Wand being used here. With the Matty Collector version, it did have a feature, if you had two of these things, you could bring them close together, and that unlocked a, don't cross the stream sound effect. That's pretty cool. I only have one though. And then with the Plasma Series Neutrona Wand, what's cool there, both of them are compatible with the HasLab Proton Pack. So that is quite awesome. So that's our unboxing and review of the Ghostbusters Plasma Series Neutrona Wand 1984 from Hasbro. If you're a fan of the original film, I think you will love having this on your shelf. But if you already have the Spengler's wand and you don't care about the look of it, or maybe you've already modded it to look like the original 1984 Neutrona Wand, in that case, I think you're fine staying where you're at because you're not going to get any kind of new functionality or other things with this Neutrona Wand. They are essentially the same. But if you have the Matty Collector version, I think, I wouldn't part with that. I would maybe have them both side by side on your shelf, because there is a difference in the features and functionality between the two, and I think each of them are really cool. If you want to add the Neutrona Wand 1984 to your collection, you can go to Hasbro Pulse and place your order. Post in the comments, what do you think of the Neutrona Wand 1984? Are you going to add it to your collection? As always, thanks so much for watching. Please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. This has been the Fanboy Cantina.